So, Zig, are you okay? Did tell you street tires don't work in mud. I actually have all-terrain tires on my pickup. But I'm here with this dipshit.
What up?
What up? And I'm gonna try to fix this because this is weird. Where this is aimed. Bear with me. Bear with me, folks. I'm doing some fancy shit here. How's that? Is that good? Alright. Can't see him, but nobody likes him anyways. Y'all ain't even here to see me anymore.
What up?
What's up, Darren, Cole, Sammy, Robert? How's everyone doing? This is day 3 of being stuck in the mud. Right? Day 3?
Yeah.
And the inside of my pickup, since the windows have been down so we could communicate, it's just a muddy mess in here. I'm basically muddy from the shins down. However, I do have some good news. I made it home.
Yeah.
We just got here and pulled the truck out of the mud because it dried up enough to do it. So we're home. I got the truck somewhere safe. We're rooting for you, dude. I did it. We're already home. I managed to, this is weird. I managed to get my truck out, so yay. I would have recorded it, but I didn't have any signal, so, until I got home. But I am at Nomad's Nest with the pickup. It is safe. We are good. And we don't have water.
I have water.
Thanks, Sammy. That's awesome. Yeah, I was pretty stoked. Like, it was not easy. We went down there twice today. We spent maybe a total of 2 hours down there.
Yeah.
And finally got it through the mud. And
Fuck my knee up a bit.
yeah, Caveman's a bit injured because he's a big old wimp. And now, worst part is I actually have to go to town to get some supplies. So that's fun.
Might be living slim for a few days.
Yep. I'm running low on gas, food, and water. Not out, just low. But I'm a little worried about even trying to go to the road because I don't want to get stuck again. But smoke now. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. What a day. What a stressful day. Yeah, I need to trade the truck in for one of those 2-seater mosquito helicopters. They cost about $32K. So if I traded my truck in, I would be about halfway there to $32K. This truck might have been $32K when it was brand new, but it's got like 120,000 miles on it, so I bet you I could get a smooth like 15 to 18 out of this pickup. It's got some custom stuff done to it too, so that'll help a little bit.
Yeah. Thanks, officer.
But I have actually been considering selling my truck and getting like something a little smaller. But at the same time, I really like having the tow capacity that this truck has. But also it'd be cool to have something that's like better on gas and has 4-wheel drive. But also I tow trailers. I don't know. Move camp. Yeah, I got my truck to my house, actually. We just got back. We got unstuck. And Raven is here at Nomad's Nest.
Coming in with the Sharma.
Now I got toilet paper. We got toilet paper at my house, so that's dope.
Just felt like we were in an ad.
How is the signal coming in? Am I pixelated? Am I good? I'm still gonna go, as soon as I get into town, I'm still gonna go get a tow strap because nobody in our community seems to have one, and it would be very useful. And one of you sent a great donation to go get a tow strap. So as soon as I get into town, I'm gonna go scoop that up because next time it'll be useful. Can you explain what you did driving for bombs? The best set tires you can buy. I've seen some with some sweet treads, but I've never witnessed. I mean, I do have all-terrain tires on my truck. I mean, there's probably, I could get some mud tires, but it will, you know, it's not going to help my gas mileage very much. Hey, Kitty, the pups are good. What's up, Dave? So, yeah, Darren asked about what if I could explain what I did when I drove for bombs, but I drove for the Army. I think that's what you meant. Hey, Casey.
Drove around looking for bombs.
I drove around. I drove onto everything that looked like a bomb. Hey, thanks, Dave. I appreciate that. So, like, during training to go to Iraq, all of our training, they were like, "Hey, dude, that looks like," because they would have like courses set up, and they were like, "That looks like a bomb. Avoid it." And I'm like, "Yeah, no fucking problem. I'll definitely avoid that IED that wants to kill me." And then, I miss you too, Casey. You're a badass. That's one of the bottle kids, guys.
Yeah, what up, Casey?
So anyways, during all the training, I was like, yeah, I can avoid that bomb. I don't want to drive over that IED. And then we did gunnery. And during gunnery, my gunner, his name was Holstein. We had a 50 cal, and he was just like a savage. He was a surgeon with this 50 cal. And I wanted to be the gunner, but he shot better than me, so we let him be the gunner, and I was the driver. And our truck got battalion top gun. Like, as a crew, we shot better than anyone else in the battalion. So they made us a rabbit truck, and the rabbit truck is when you have an MRAP, which I had an MRAP. You could put them on Humvees too, but the rabbit truck is when you put the mine rollers on the front of the vehicle. So, and the mine rollers are basically designed to blow up instead of you. There's also a whole bunch of technology all over the front of the mine rollers that helps detonate the IEDs in front of you instead of on the vehicle. And that's what my job was. There was a convoy behind us about, you know, it's probably a half mile or a mile long convoys. Sometimes they were pretty long. And I would, myself and one other vehicle, it was our wingman basically, would be clearing the route in front of that convoy. So we would bump up ahead of the convoy like a half a kilometer or a kilometer, and we would just basically be clearing the route. And we would drive over everything that looked like a bomb. Like, that was my job in Iraq. If it looked like a bomb, we drove over it. And the first time my sergeant asked me to do that, he was like, hey dude, it was our first mission. And he's like, hey, that looks like a bomb. Drive over it. And I was like, fucking excuse me? And he's like, what'd you think the mine rollers were for? I was like, oh shit. So that, yeah, talk about pucker factor, bro. My kid said that the air raid sirens are more annoying than the bombs and overhead gunfire. Yeah, so like the fob I was on, I was in Mosul, Iraq, and then I was in Tikrit. And Mosul had alarms that went off every time we get mortared or rocketed. You can hear the mortar coming in if it was close. The rockets you could hear because they're propelled by, you know, rockets. And the alarms would go off, and that was really annoying. Your kid ain't wrong. The other base I was at, we didn't have any alarms at all. Like, we didn't have any incoming alarms. So we just would basically, they just let them hit the fob. Like, we didn't get a warning. But they also had the C-Rams down in Balad when I went down to there. Like, I never stayed in Balad, but we did missions down there. And the C-Rams are like these things, they'd shoot the mortars out of the sky. Like, as the mortar's coming in, this like machine would be like, meh, brrr, and just blast it before it even hits the ground. Hopefully, that's the intent. But for those of you just joining, my truck is here at Nomad's Nest. I got out of the mud, I got my truck somewhere safe, and now I just wait for the mesa to dry because I'm running low on supplies, on water, on food, on gasoline for the generator. I got enough dog food, thankfully. Just worried about getting enough water. I mean, I can get some water for Caveman if I have to, but the truck is out. I got home, and there was like, not only was there that spot that we got stuck, but there was also like three other spots that were flooded. Yeah. And we just had to like blast through it, just floor it. I should have recorded it, but I was just too focused on getting my truck out, you know, and not getting stuck again. So would have been a cool video though if Caveman had just gotten out and recorded it. Fucking A, you crams are fucking badass. Us crams. I'm a cram. You could cram it like Kermit.
What?
I had 450s on my gun trucks. Yeah, they don't even put that many on gun trucks anymore, I don't think. Oh, the C-Rams. Yeah. The C-Rams are badass, for sure. Gotta chip in and rent a steamroller and compact the shit out of there in the road.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, we need a gravel, a steamroller, a tractor, like, you know, everyone out here on the mesa is poor. So it's not like there's a whole lot of tractors lying around. Next project, your driveway. Actually, my driveway's not so bad, but it did flood underneath my RV yesterday.
Yeah, I'd take a hat. That's awesome.
Do you want a hat?
Sure, yeah.
His family is the one that got me this hat.
That would be awesome.
And his address is the same as mine, guys.
Yeah.
If it's in the links. Oh man. Oh, I'm so relieved to have my truck out of there because somebody else I know who had their truck broke down out here, someone broke into their truck. And thankfully everything's okay. Nobody smashed a window or robbed me. Filling low spots with rocks you clean out from the property. What color?
Either like a green or tan or a black, I guess.
Some like olive,
Yeah.
boring drab color. Earth
Most
tones.
Earth tones, yeah.
Why does it gotta be racing? Why does your hat color matter? Get him a pink hat.
It's because I have to hide from people when I'm hopping trains. So I can't have like a bright orange hat on.
Does anybody want to see a video of Caveman hopping trains? Yeah, Dave, it would take a lot of rocks. It would take a lot of rocks, a lot of loads. I can go to the dump and get free mulch. They got free mulch there, and I could throw that in, but I don't know how long that would last. I see the ladies love Caveman. He should open up an OnlyFans and make them pay to see him shirtless. Yeah, he doesn't have a camera, so if any of those ladies want to see that, you gotta send a camera.
Yeah.
And then Chad said, "Hell yes."
Thank you, Chad. Fuck yeah.
I think he's talking about the comments about OnlyFans.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he is.
Oh.
One rock at a time.
Cool to watch. What are y'all talking
We're
about?
talking about the OnlyFans. Cool to watch. Well, then send him a camera.
Yeah.
He needs a camera.
Can't make porn without a camera.
Can't make shirtless caveman videos without a camera. You know, I swear to God, I didn't intentionally make a thirst trap.
Yeah.
On my
Just
YouTube,
happened.
for fuck's sake. The train hopping.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool to watch, I'm sure.
Yeah, if you guys want to see a train hopping video, that might be something in the works. However, like I actually had a really shit day yesterday, and there's like some family emergency shit going on, so I might have to like handle that. We'll see what happens, but I might have to like go on a little bit of a road trip within the next couple weeks. So we'll see if they need help or whatever. But yeah, yesterday was a pretty fucked day. But if that doesn't come to fruition, then you might be seeing a train hopping video in the next, month or two.
Yeah.
That might be a thing we pull off. The signal was better when you were stuck. Go back. Yeah, I'm actually at my property. My property actually has really, really bad signal. I've been trying to get my hands on a cell phone signal booster, but it's, they're expensive. They're like $500.
Yeah.
But I could maybe go for a drive and try to get better
Don't
signal.
do that, you fucking idiot.
I'm not gonna go far. I'm not gonna go in the water.
There's water right out there.
It's just gonna rain while we're
But dangerous.
driving down the road.
Yeah, officer.
At least I'll get stuck closer to my house.
Safety is always either first or second.
Safety third. What y'all think? It's not too soft here because on the hill, but down the mesa at the bottom, it flooded. Someone let me know when my signal's clear. Yay, no mud. Alright, a little bit of mud.
Jack the truck up. I don't know, I can't read while we're bouncing.
I'm about to be stopping right up here on top of the hill. I'm trying to get to the top of the hill, so maybe I'll better signal driving closer to the tower. How's that? So how's the signal now? Someone tell me. Let's catch up on comments. No, don't do it. I did it. My signal does look like it's getting a little stronger though. I think you need to jack up the truck, redneck style, and just drive through the sage and the road. Yeah, that would be cool. Actually, I would. I've actually been wanting to put like a 3 or 4 inch lift on my pickup just so it carries my trailer better, and I'm not like slumped in the middle. Oh, where's that lighter? Can you see that? I'm not grabbing it. Because with my trailer on the back of my pickup, there is a bit of a like a slump, and then I got some sway bars and shit that brought it up a little bit, you know, but it's still pretty low. I wouldn't mind like a 4 inch lift. Everything would just ride a little 3 or 4 inches, nothing like redneck. I don't need a monster truck. It's a fucking Chevy it's a Chevy 1500 2-wheel drive. Like turning that into a monster truck would be pretty stupid. It's like having a 4-cylinder automatic Mustang. I airbagged my truck for $300. That's not bad. I had a Volkswagen Beetle that had airbag suspension. That was pretty fun. It was a 73 Volkswagen Beetle. I loved that thing. And it had an exhaust leak, so it sounded just meaner than fuck. But for those of you who don't know, if you're just joining, you got 18 people in here right now. It says, I did get my truck unstuck. We are at the top of the mesa. I'll show you looking down on the view we got her. And down there is where all the water is. We drove up here to the top of the hill because it's more dry. And down there it's just flooded. Like everything down there is flooded. Sloppy mess, wet. It might be like straight up, it might be a couple of days till I'm able to get out of here to get supplies, to get gasoline, to get water, because I am getting kind of low on you know, the shit that keeps Nomad's nest afloat. It's been about a week since I went into town, so that's where I'm at in life.
Yep.
If y'all want to smash that like button, that would help a lot. It would put my video in front of more people, and then you get to hear me drone on about the mud out here all day. You should see Caveman. He's like covered in mud.
Yep.
Covered in mud.
Should have been here.
And for me, it's like basically my shins down. Hi, Crystal. How you doing?
Heyo.
That's Chad's mama. The one that was asking you about the hat.
Yep.
I love my hat, by the way, Crystal. I'm still rocking it.
My wolf's name is Buddy. Yep. Well, Buddy boy.
Buddy Wolf.
I got him from the pound named Buddy, and I couldn't change it. He just acts like a buddy.
Honestly, like, he's
just
such a great dog.
Fucking dog, yeah.
He's a dirty boy. Yeah, you are. Yeah, but Buddy and Zag are both like on par with their temperament, where they're just like chill. And they're like, all right, we're sleeping today. That's cool. Oh, we're walking today. That's cool. Oh, we're swimming today. Zag won't, but Buddy will.
Yeah.
Buddy will swim. Zag's like, nah, I'm a Chihuahua.
Buddy whines a lot.
Dude, I had a cat that loved swimming, and now I've got this dog that hates swimming. I think that's just life, I guess. Hey, Nomad, zig no more. That's what's up. I got out. I was starting to think I was gonna have to hire a tractor. Honestly, that's where I was in life. I was about to call somebody with a tractor to yank me out, but you know, today it's been kind of warm and kind of sunny. Now it's cloudy, as you can see, but earlier today it was kind of hot. And I'm like, all right, man, maybe it's dry, because it dries fast out here, thankfully. And I was like, all right, maybe it's dried enough, and it did. You know, I had to go out there and get sloppy a little bit and try to get the ruts down that I had already made, but we just ended up plowing through it. And then there was 2 other spots on the way home that were also a lake, and we just had to like floor it and right by people's homes and shit. Like, sorry guys, if you're watching this, I didn't mean to like tear up your dirt road or your lake, but yep, I've been stuck for 3 days, so.
I think if they live here, they understand. You gotta do what you gotta do to get home sometimes.
And you know what? It seems like I'm not the only one that has to deal with this. That's all we hear when we're hanging out, is that with vehicles just stuck in the mud on this side of the mesa, on that side of the house, like just constantly vehicles revving their engines, trying to get home or get out so they can get supplies, just like us. Hey, what happened? I got out. I don't know what happened. So Miles was purple and blue. You should toss him in the mud and make him brown. Dude, yesterday there's a river flowing right through my property, and Miles was running through it and got super fucking muddy. He was just covered in mud and having a blast. I think he really enjoyed it, actually, all the mud.
I mean, some kind of like something that's tough for camera-wise, like a GoPro or even like a knockoff, just anything with a fucking case that I could drop and not have it break.
Have it get wet.
Yeah.
I have a knockoff GoPro called an Ape Man. It's an Ape Man camera. But yeah, I don't think you want a phone, do you?
Not really. No.
Yeah. What's up, Jeffro? Vials of freshly hydrated Mesa Playa. That would be funny to see him in the mud. I must be blocked. What are you talking about? You're not blocked, Darren. I can see you. Oh, you're frozen. Am I frozen for everyone, or is that just Darren? What's up, Jeffro? How you doing, man? Welcome to the live stream. And if you're just joining me, like Jeffro, just got my truck unstuck. It's somewhere safe. I got it to my house.
Hell yeah,
so,
cool. Appreciate it.
Cool, $450 for the newest Hero 10. Is that a GoPro?
I think so.
GoPro, okay.
Yeah.
With accessory kit, I got 100 down on it. Yeah, if you guys want to send money, he doesn't have Cashapp or Venmo or PayPal or anything like that. So if you guys want to send money so he can get something, if you send it to me and you can always put the earmark it, what it's for. And if you put Caveman, I'll make sure that he gets it. What's up, Adele? I got my truck home. That's what's up. Yeah, Dave, I think those are good rules. No hate speech. You're not going to talk down to anybody in my chat. Any like, if you're spamming, like that happens sometimes, but.
Oh yeah, officer.
No, I've been
Thank
on
you.
for about 30 minutes. So cool. That's, yeah, if you guys want to send Caveman money, like.
I'll make a channel if you get me a camera. And then
He's been.
content for you to watch.
I've been trying to convince him to make a channel. He doesn't really want a phone because he doesn't like people getting a hold of him. But he is willing to make, content and show people. So gonna dig some gutters off those roads. We did to suffer. Caveman has a gutter next to his road that he made. And some of the roads out here do have gutters, but that spot right there where I was stuck, I probably shouldn't even have driven through that to begin with, but it's like the lowest spot out here.
Yeah.
And all the water when it rains pools right there. And so I was just in the middle of that lake while everyone else drove around it laughing at me, I'm sure. Well, hopefully we're frozen, Darren, in like really, we're not like frozen all weird looking. No, I didn't freeze. I think maybe just bad connection for one of us. But I drove down the road a little bit and I have pretty decent signal now. And empty pipe. I'd say one of the most challenging things about living out here, aside from the mud, which is pretty challenging, is you go to one town for like water and gas because it's cheaper, but you go to another town for cannabis and like your essential stuff, food and whatnot, because it's cheaper.
Further town if you need like specialty.
And then even farther town if you need like, and even farther town if you need Harbor Freight or a generator or anything like that. Lowe's or Home Depot.
Yeah. Let's see. Locator station goes to Nomad's Nest too. Oh, cool. Where are they stationed, Dave? Some rags.
95% sure I'll be at Slab's for Halloween. Bring your change for poker night. Yeah, I'll play you poker, man. I got change.
Colorado Springs. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's at that's 4th ID, am I correct? The patch for that is like, it's a diamond and it's got like an arrow on each point on the diamond, and we call it the 4 lieutenants pointing north. And if there's any lieutenants out there, I'm not sorry. Did I get out? Yes, I got out. Yep. I got my truck unstuck. It took some perseverance and some hard work from Caveman and some lucky maneuvering and a nice warm day to dry out some of that lake and to dry out some of that clay. But you know, that's life out here off grid. Sometimes it just is a little difficult, you know? And somebody, I don't remember who it was, but somebody was like, dude, I admire your chill, because I'd be cussing and punching my steering wheel and stuff. And like, quite honestly, like, if that would help, I would do it. If that would get me out, I would do it. But I knew living off grid out here on the mesa, things were just going to be a bit more of a challenge. This mud I was not expecting. But, you know, it's just one of the challenges you got to overcome. And it's not the end of the world. I wasn't far from home. It was about a mile away, and we live in a flat terrain, so I could see it from my house. Caveman could see it from his. I have another neighbor that tried to get me out, that tried to help, who follows me here, and he also had his eye on it. So, you know, it could have been a lot worse than what it was. So let me catch up on some comments here.
What up? Good job, buddy.
Yeah, what's up, man? Haven't seen Caveman in a few years. I have. He's here. I found him. I found him in a cave. Maybe I'll take you to the cave I found him in one day. Buy Zig and Caveman a cup of coffee, your sponsor, a Doobs. Hey, thanks, Dave. I think that's a good idea. Caveman doesn't really drink coffee very often, unless it's like cold and he's tired. But he does smoke weed.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? My favorite strain of flower right now is this pre-roll that you can get up in Colorado at this one dispensary, and it's called Blood Orange. Man, that joint wrecked me last time I had one. Yeah. And it's super tasty. Mm-hmm. It's like that citrusy flavor. I love that. Yeah, what's the point of getting pissed off? Exactly. Like, I would just be stuck and frustrated and angry. Instead, I'd rather just be frustrated. I don't need to send any Ohio rocks now. Yeah, but it might rain again, so go ahead and send us your pebbles. What's up from New Zealand? That's cool. I've always wanted to go to New Zealand. I really have.
I hear it's fucking beautiful.
Do you know if Dutch Bros sells bags of coffee? I don't think so. I don't know, but I don't think so. But you know what? Like, that might be one of the next YouTube videos I do, is us driving for 3 hours just to go get Dutch Bros. Because I want
hitchhiking.
I want a little taste of home. Maybe we could hitchhike. But there's a lot of spots we could stop at on the way just to go get Dutch Bros. And then Dutch Bros is the final, like, oh,
Yeah.
video over, cut to credits, fade to black.
We could train hop all the way to Oregon to get some Dutch Bros.
You can get Dutch Bros up in Colorado.
Yeah, but you want it like it tastes from home.
That's
right?
true. Is it possible to dig a well out here? Yes, it is possible, but it's also oppressively expensive. Oppressively expensive. Like $80,000 to drill a well. We're at such high elevation on top of a mesa that's basically made of rocks. So they have to drill so deep to get to that water. It costs more. Plus they have to use TNT to even drill it. So it's like just not even worth the price. For $80,000, I could go find a piece of property that's already got a well drilled on it. Maybe I should bribe one of those kids to fill a bag for me. Chad. Oh, Mama saw that. To fill a bag. I don't know.
Rocks? Send it to us?
They must have to dig really deep. It's not just the depth. Yes, it's part of the depth. If you've seen any of my videos where I've showed the canyon on the way to Taos, there is a deep, deep canyon. At the bottom of it is the Rio Grande River. And that's about how deep the water table is. So it's probably like 2,000 feet. Fill a bag of coffee. Yeah, it's probably about 2,000 feet they got to drill. And I don't know how many meters that is, but they have to use dynamite, you know, and so that's what makes it so expensive, is the dynamite.
Yeah. Most of the people that get water out here that are on like community wells we may have mentioned are actually not wells. They're huge buried cisterns that get filled up by fucking semi trucks or whatever.
I got so much mud on my mirrors. My truck needs a bath, but there's no sense in giving it a bath and then driving back out here and getting it muddy again. But even the inside of it's just caked in mud because the windows were down, and going backwards was just throwing mud inside the windows, and I had to communicate with him, you know, so no one got hurt.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a mess in here. Mud people. Mud people. I wonder if it's any easier to get out farther down.
Yeah, catchment tanks for catching rainwater are the best option. It's the cheapest, and it rains plenty out here to catch what you need.
And it's about, how much was it? 120 plus 40? So $160 for the total container, the 275 IBC totes, and the cage underneath it so you can elevate it to have some water pressure. It's $120 for the tote, $40 for the cage that goes underneath it.
And you'll end up spending more in lumber to build some kind of stand for it.
So I did have a generous donation for 120, so I can go get one of those IBC totes. But I've also got stuck in the mud right after that, so I haven't been able to go get it. So there's a few things I need to go grab next time I run to town besides food, water, gasoline. I need to get an IBC tote, and I need to get a tow strap, and I'm about $40 shy of getting the cage underneath the IBC tote so I can get rain catchment started. And I still need to finish that roof, but it's been raining its ass off, so we haven't even been able to build anything.
Yeah, you probably should have waited to start after the rain. But whatever. Why not use rock for tank base? That's actually mine's on 4 big rocks that are, I don't know, like a foot wide.
And that's what I'll have to do in the meantime. But if you elevate your water, it creates water pressure using gravity. So, you know, you'll have more pressure.
And you can pipe it into more reasonable locations.
You can pipe it farther, pipe it to your RV, pipe it to a toilet.
Yeah.
Or
sinks that are higher up, so you can still get pressure. Or even a shower head, which is above your head. So yeah, raising them up helps a lot.
In fact, that's why water towers are water towers and not in the ground. Anytime you see a water thing in the ground, it's usually elevated. Where I'm from in Bend, there's this Pilot Butte. It's in the middle of town, and it's this volcanic hill, basically. It's a real tall hill, and when I was a kid, they dug right into the side of it and buried this big water tank. And they elevated it to give people more pressure. That's... Caveman, how you gonna upload videos without a phone?
I will stop in fucking wherever I have to get Wi-Fi.
Yeah, there's free Wi-Fi all over the country.
You won't see me live streaming probably much.
But nevertheless, I could even hotspot them.
Yeah.
You know, so we could upload videos. There's a restaurant right down the road that we frequent that has very, very good Wi-Fi.
Yeah. There's a Starbucks in every fucking city.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've sat in a Starbucks to get internet. Gravity feed to RV and pump from RV fresh tanks. Yeah, exactly. Which my freshwater tank, I've recently learned, is leaking, so I need to replace the water tank in that. Right now I'm using 5-gallon jugs and like a electronic pump to pull it out of the 5-gallon jugs. So I mean, it works. In fact, I might just stick to that system inside of the RV. Like, I've been considering that, and I could fill my jugs at my water tank. But I've been considering just like they do in van life, where you put an electronic pump in your sink, and then a 5-gallon jug underneath it, or 2 5-gallon jugs underneath your sink, one for fresh water, one for gray water. Nothing a little duct tape can't fix.
Right.
Yeah, if you've ever watched any Cornelius Van Gogh's videos, they've never had internet. Like, they've never had a cell phone. They use Starbucks and Taco Bell and Subway and public internet, public libraries. It's pretty easy. A lot of YouTubers don't have internet. I prefer to have it. You know, I like being able to live stream, and I use the internet quite a bit. You know, not just to communicate with people, but for video editing, to download green screen stuff and whatnot. Here pretty soon, I'm gonna try using what is that, Streamlabs, where I can have like graphics on the chat here. Dude, I burnt the fuck out of myself. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it, but I burnt the shit out my finger. Okay, good to know. Yeah. There are definitely ways to upload videos without paying for internet. You're still gonna obviously need internet, but yeah. I've actually, most of the videos you've seen me upload since I came to Nomad's Nest have been me going to the restaurant and uploading them at the restaurant. That's why there wasn't very many live streams, and if I was live streaming, I was going to the restaurant to do it. But that is true. If you did have a cheap phone, like, you could at least live stream.
Yeah.
You know, even if it was from public library or the restaurant.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna have a laptop, so
just need YouTube account upload through Mad Mac or Zig. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which
I'll just still be that guest star on live streams. You know?
The most famous YouTuber without a YouTube.
Yeah.
But, like, to be fair, he does have a phone, okay? He has a phone with this gnarly cracked screen, and the camera lens is so scratched up, every picture he takes is
It's just blurry.
It's blurry. It's like you're nearsighted or farsighted or whatever it is when the whole world's blurry. And that's what his camera is, you know, and he doesn't seem to care. I've tried. Y'all are, I agree, he should have a phone. At the restaurant, the internet is good. How's the food? The food actually is, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
The people who own the restaurant also have a ranch, so all their meat comes straight from their farm, and then they have a greenhouse out back that they grow a lot of their own chilies and tomatoes, and so it's like a farm-to-table restaurant out here in the middle of nowhere. There's only 2 things on their menu that they don't get from their farm, and that's the pork ribs and bacon, I think. And bacon, because it would just be, you know, there's not enough animals that they have to supply the restaurant. But the food is pretty good. It's a little bit on the pricier end, but it's really not bad. Plus, they have music at this restaurant every Saturday. They have a band come in. It's a different band every week that comes in and performs. So, you know, it's like a local little hangout spot. Apparently, about 45 minutes away, there's another place, a little cafe that has karaoke on Fridays. Farm to table. Yeah, that's what's up. And the owners are like, there's some older folks that, you know, have been around this area for a very long time. They're good people to know. They also have a pond on their land. Oh, I hope I get to take you there one day, but their land is absolutely amazing. It's like $1 million piece of property, and they have a pond on it that they've invited us to come fish.
Do you sing, Zig?
Do I sing? Not well. I sing in the shower. I sing in an empty truck while I'm driving down the road. But I don't sing well. No, I'm not much of a singer. I could sing the Army song, and I could sing like almost every Disney song from the 90s. But I don't do any of those well either. I bet Caveman can sing.
Maybe if it's in a real low register.
Have you ever heard opera? That's what he sounds like. It's pretty amazing. Don't let him fool you. You should do a video about that. If you want to see that, you gotta send him a camera. And then he has to sing.
No, fuck that. I don't agree to nothing.
David Lowe posted, send random shit. Now I'm gonna start getting random shit. Dude, that's my favorite part. If anyone wants to send me cannabis, all I gotta do is be like, I don't know, man. I have my address is public. I can't control what people mail me. Like, yeah. I don't know who sent that. I have a YouTube channel. My address is on there.
Get a something from Arizona Traveler.
Hey, what's up, Arizona? How you doing? How much is the camera you want?
I don't. Just get the cheapest camera that'll make good videos that you guys want to see.
It needs to be durable.
Do I have any tattoos? I have plenty of tattoos.
It needs to be a durable camera because the dude hops freight trains, so like it'll get banged up a little bit.
Sometimes you gotta throw your gear off the train to get off yourself safely, so you're not carrying extra shit that can get hooked on stuff. So yeah, any kind of GoPro type situation with some kind of weatherproofing.
Yeah, they have those cases for them, those plastic cases that are waterproof. Somebody on here said that it was like $500 for a GoPro and the kit. But so I bet you can get it even cheaper than that if you didn't have all the accessories. But the battery on those GoPros does run out pretty fast. You'll probably want multiple batteries. Yeah. And they're not very big, so it won't be that much weight. Yeah. You'll probably want some mounts, so you could like mount it to your stuff. Yeah, definitely. Mount it to your pack, mount it to your whatever.
If it's a kit, it probably comes with most of that shit.
Yeah, you can get some of those kits from Walmart too. They have like the cheap GoPro kits.
Well, we already got like $200 on it, right?
150. My GoPro just for GoPro was $400. It's an 8. $450 for the newest GoPro with accessory kit. Damn, Arizona. Sounds like you should upgrade. I have a knockoff GoPro that is it's called an Ape Man, and it does everything a GoPro does. It'll fit in all the GoPro cases too, so there's that. It's on sale, $200 off right now. Oh, nice. Oh, so nice. We got to do it quickly. Let's see here. I was just seeing if it doesn't like alert for PayPal donations. And Streamlabs won't either. I checked into that because if I get Streamlabs so I can get graphics on here like Cause does, I can it would be cool. Like the chat box would be on the screen, and the like alerts would be on the screen, new subscribers would be on the screen, but it still doesn't link up to my Cashapp, my Venmo, my PayPal to give credit to people that are sending donations. So I've got to like manually check while I'm live streaming. But for those of you who are just joining, there's 21 people in here. It's probably the same people. I got my truck out. We're somewhere safe. We're at the top of the mesa. And, I mean, we're covered in mud. And I might just figure out a way off the mesa to go get a shower in the next day or two. But, yeah. Yep. Finally got out of the mud. 3 days stuck in the mud. And all we really needed, apparently, was a little bit of Jedi Force. That's all we used. After all, like 2 days of work of shoveling and throwing rocks and sage in there, we just needed the force.
No.
That was
all that work led up to this.
And it went, you know.
We would not have got it. This morning we got it up out of the rut. So then we just had to let it dry a little more and we were out of there.
Yeah. It was a pretty warm day earlier today. It was very sunny and it dried up a lot of the lake. We went out there twice today. We spent a couple of hours down there trying to get it out and managed to got it out. Yeah, I got over 1,000. I'm monetized now, dude. Yeah, you could have probably pulled me out with the winch. That's true. Where's my hubby? Jungle Jim. I don't know, Jim, where you at? What's up, Jim? Where you at? I was only ever called Jim when I was had a professional job. That's what I went by. Or specialist. Or private. Oh, BB, if you're here. BRB, I bet. I told him you're on. Hey, Jim, what's up? How's your friend David? He's doing all right. He had somebody else with 4-wheel drive that's been helping him get to town. So, yeah, but he's doing good. He's a bit of a recluse, so we don't want to, like, bum rush him all the time. So I think it's a little overwhelming to have people over. But you know, he's doing well. We probably should plan a visit for David in the next, few days.
Yeah,
Oh my god. I've never been so muddy in my life except for like maybe basic training.
You're not that muddy.
I'm super muddy.
From like the knees down.
I'm muddier than you.
Fuck you, ain't.
I understand I'm allergic to big crowds of people. Yeah, dude, I'm not a fan. I don't know. I just can't keep my eye on that many people at once. It gets overwhelming. Can't wait until you get home. That's awesome you check on David. Yeah, I mean, he's just some old guy living out here by himself. It's just the right thing to do. Really. To me, that seems like a no-brainer. Like, he should... I hope when I'm that age, and if I'm that alone and that hobbled, that there's people that check on me too.
Hi, Jungle Jim.
Hey, what's up, Jim? Mac live streaming on... That's okay, Mac. That's alright. Maybe I could figure out how to like send him my viewers, because I guess you can do that now. I guess that's something that YouTube changed, was you can actually like, once this video, I can make it so once this video is done, you automatically go to somebody else's live stream, so we could just like pass each other along, like from Cause to me if we planned it, from Cause to me to Mac to Caveman once he gets set up. Chop chop. And then you guys could get like 4 hours of just watching our ugly mugs bullshit about the area. I usually do about, I think I try to do an hour live stream, but they always end up going 2 hours. And by the end of the 2 hours, I'm just like burnt. I'm fucking done.
Yeah. Hi, Shonda.
What up, Shonda? Yeah, if you're just joining, I got my truck out of the mud. I'm right down the road from my house. And I can, yeah, it's somewhere safe, so we're good. I'm golden. It's a beautiful thing.
Ugh, I gotta breathe.
It is really high elevation out here, so it's easy to get winded. Yeah, thanks, Shonda. It's been like 3 days I've been stuck in there. In this, like, I need to name that spot. Because none of these roads out here are even named. So we should name that spot. Anyone have any suggestions on what to name that lake? That clay, muddy lake?
Shit Creek.
No paddles.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. I forgot my paddle again.
Damn it, did we take Shit Creek again? Fuck.
What were we thinking? Yeah, and I don't have a phone number. Saw a jaw after 2 hours.
Yeah, horses.
Couple of horses probably cheaper.
I agree.
Yeah, if horses would be cool. Like, what a weird thing to ride in a town. I dig it. Just a pack mule or that you're walking next to, or a horse, or a pack goat.
Yeah, I was thinking of pack goats. I don't know if y'all have heard of pack goats, but they can carry like 70 pounds each, and they go over any terrain. Like they can climb cliffs and shit with packs on. I mean, not vertical cliffs, but very hard terrain where a horse couldn't even go.
A pack goat would be cool. You wouldn't have to carry any of your own gear.
Yeah.
Like just walking.
Yep.
You should do the PCT like that. A pack llama.
Yeah.
Turd paddle lane. Last time I got muddy in sunshine, I just stayed parked.
Well, it's been raining for 3 days.
Yeah, that's what I did too. I stayed parked for 3 days and just got it out. I was a little worried about my transmission too because I've been like, brr, brr, brr. So, lake eat your truck. Yeah, like truck gobbler lane.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if I had more land, the horse thing would be more feasible. If I had like fucking grass, make my own hay and shit. But yeah.
Horses cost a lot of money. Horses are cheap to buy, but expensive to upkeep. Yeah, I pay close to $700 a month for my stallion. But if I sell my daughter, would instantly kill me. So yeah, I was raised with horses. My dad had draft horses, and he did the cart driving thing where you sit behind him on the carts. I was raised around horses my whole life. My grandfather had quarter horses, and yeah, they eat money and they shit work, and they are very expensive. Anything that you see that says equine on it is gonna be more expensive than the exact same product, but like not equine specific. And yeah, hay is going up, alfalfa is going up.
Yeah.
And there's really nothing out here where we live for the horses to nibble on. There's not enough grass. They wouldn't be able to graze very long. You'd have to get alfalfa in the winter months because it's negative 28 degrees here. So you'd even have to consider shelter, maybe even heat. I mean, I don't know if just a blanket over your horse would cut it.
Yeah.
With that temperature. And you have to get that real rich alfalfa so they can keep their temperature regulated. And it's more expensive.
Yeah.
So y'all, I assume that y'all like 6 chihuahuas in a sled.
Yeah.
Y'all like Caveman, right? So the first, I'm not gonna pass this till someone sends me a super chat. See how much they like you.
Yeah.
I'm totally kidding. Don't do that. Out there goats are probably better. They eat sage, ganja, and everything they get their mouth on. Yeah, no, there is actually a lady here that has goats. We just met the other day.
I rescued a goat from some Rainbow Kids one time, and it smoked weed. I found that out by like putting a bull out on the fence, and it just went up to it and was like. It was pretty funny.
Goats would probably be the most practical out here. However, they still have, you'd probably have to supplement their diet somehow. If they're not getting all their nutrients off of sage.
Yay, flowers.
And
like
goats,
flowers.
dude, they are so delicious. You're not wrong. In the Middle East, it's so common. Like that's their whole diet is goat and sheep, and it's just some of the best food I've ever had in my life. Oh shit,
Yeah.
fine, I'll pass it. Thank you so much, Crystal. Goats used to be free around here, now 300-ish.
Wow.
Fuck that.
Even for the babies, Shonda?
That would have been cool to see. Yeah, like, I've been to places where chickens are free because there's just so many of them. They're like a dime a dozen. But yeah, I don't know, that'd be cool to get a free goat.
Yeah.
You could probably get a goat to like chew on, like put them on a post and chew in a circle and clear all your sage out. Yeah, I bet that is a ripoff because you already have the conversion you have to deal with. Plus, YouTube takes that 30%. But hey, thanks, Crystal. I'm glad we get to make your day. Pygmies, even. Yeah, so my dad dated this woman. I've been talking about this. And my dad dated this woman that had pygmy goats, and they were so much fun, dude. They were like, they're smaller than Buddy.
Yeah.
And they like try to headbutt you, and you get to fight them and like grab onto their horns and like, they were cool. Cool little. Do I have Cashapp? Yeah, my Cashapp is Zig0420. I'll let you guess why I picked those numbers. Hashtag Zig0420. Fainting goats are fucking hilarious too.
Yeah.
I've never seen them in person. I've only ever seen them like on TV, but I bet that would be fun. They'd be pretty useless when you're trying to ride freight or like hitchhike.
Yeah.
Every time a car goes by, it just tips over.
Its head run over.
The horn blows on a train. It's just like, blah, and just falls the fuck over.
It falls off a train. It's like, ah!
with all your gear.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, no.
Are you getting low on weed? I've got a little bit. Yeah, I've got like a half left. I did burn up those joints I got pretty quick because they were amazing. But yeah, I've got like a half. So it just goes through my PayPal link. Dave, if you're still in here, can you do that? I don't know how to chat honestly on here. Like I don't have an option to like type anything in. I'd probably have to use my other phone. But my PayPal is, maybe it's on my PayPal card. Ooh, maybe I have a PayPal card. Maybe it's got it on there. I don't think so. Maybe if you just look up my name, it's Jimmy Sehorn with no A and Sehorn. Jimmy with a Y. I think it'll just come up. And it was, yeah, in the live chat further up. I forget. I don't know what it's like for y'all. Like, you can scroll up, can't you? But I think that if you join the chat late, those chats might not be there. I think that you're limited based on how. Yeah. Oh, that's right. It is in my description. Yay! Thanks, guys. Teamwork makes the dream work. But yeah, it doesn't give me an option to actually like interact with the chat at all. I don't know. It's weird. I think that's why a lot of YouTubers have like the moderators so they can like type things in, or Streamlabs, which I could probably start using. I haven't gotten used to it yet. US has the craziest names for your pot strains. Yeah, I know. You know what? Like, we want Congress to take us seriously, right? So this is like a legitimate thing that's legalized. But then we have cannabis that's called like Alaskan Thunderfuck and Obama Kush, and like, come on, please legalize it. Like, how could they possibly take us seriously? But this cannabis I have right here is Crushberry. And they're starting to do more food names. We were talking about that too, like Skittles and
mint and
pineapple mango, minty Girl Scout cookies,
lemon,
blood orange.
yeah.
But this stuff I have is actually, I mean, it's like cheap popcorn stuff, you know, but it's like a little purplish indica. I dig it. It's not too bad.
It does the thing.
It does the job. It does the thing. Bear with me real quick. Maybe I could interact like this. See if I got enough signal for life. Hey, cool, Lee. I'm using my other phone now, so I think that I can try to interact with the chat as well that way.
Green mangoes.
A lot of here tastes like green mangoes. Huh. That's interesting. Because she's down under. She's in Australia. And I'm wondering what Australian weed's like. Is it like when I was in high school? Because it's still illegal there, right? Like, you don't have a legal market in Australia yet, do you? I am gonna find my live stream. There it is. And now I can do the thing. Now I can post my links. I think. I'm getting there. I'm almost there. You guys are gonna be so shocked at this magic I'm about to pull off. Boom. There it is. Not really legal. 1 or 2 states have up to a couple plants legal. Yeah, like, it's not even, I don't care what people say, it's not exactly legal in America either. Yeah. Because just because I can go to a store and get a receipt for my cannabis doesn't mean it's legal. If I have too much, they're gonna call me a felon, and they're gonna throw me in jail, and they're gonna take away my right to own a gun or to vote. Like, this is by design. The whole war on drugs was by design in order to oppress people, because they only enforced it on poor people, and they took away their right to own a gun and the right to vote, which is like their 2 ways of influencing government. Like, by design.
No, it came out, it was either tan or greenish. Now it's in between. I don't know.
It's earth toned.
Yeah.
Earth tanned.
More earth toned every day.
If you were to wash that, would it just fall apart or like dissolve into mud?
I wash it.
It would dissolve into mud.
I wash my shirts because I don't care about t-shirts that much. If they dissolve, then fuck them.
He's got these pants that are patched up, and if he was to wash those, they would just fall apart.
Nice pants are expensive though. T-shirts are cheap.
Yeah, t-shirts are cheap. You can get, you know, a bunch of t-shirts from Goodwill or whatever for nothing. Yeah, damn right it's facts, Sam. Yeah, it doesn't make it. You know what it was? Is they made alcohol illegal, right? And then all of a sudden, all these white people started like bitching about it, and they were like, okay, you guys can make your money. And then they invented the word, like right after that, they made cannabis illegal, and that was like the same person that was arguing against the legalization of alcohol was arguing for the illegalization, the ban on cannabis. And they invented the word marijuana just to make it sound more Hispanic, so white people would be like, nope, don't want that here. But the Spanish word for marijuana is mota. Yeah, did I get unstuck? Yes, I did. I got unstuck. and I am like right down the road from my house, so I can get signal and finish the live stream. But we got unstuck, and it took some finesse and a couple of hours down there today, and some like lucky sunshine coming through to dry everything up, and the Force, like from Star Wars.
Yeah,
we used the Force.
I definitely didn't help at all.
I'd like to introduce you to the Force.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was then there was 2 other lakes that we had to drive through to get to my house. Like we had to just plow through those. They were much smaller. You smoke weed on BLM land, come to Canada and you can smoke, grow, no issues. Yeah, Canada's legal nationwide. You can go to, what do they call it there? Royal Land? Is that what it is, where it's public land? They call it Royal Land, I think. So can you smoke on BLM? Legally, no. You're not supposed to, because it's federal land, even though you're within the state, right? So if there was a federal officer that showed up, like a BLM ranger or National Forest Ranger, if there was a federal officer that showed up, they could cite you, and you'd have to show up in court. Even though, yeah, Crown Land, that's what it was, not Royal Land, Crown Land. So if it's a federal officer, yeah, they have the legal authority to oppress you a little bit. They could take you to jail, they could take your cannabis, you're gonna have to show up in court and see a federal judge about having a joint on federal land, even though it's public land, it's our land, that's mine, not yours, Your Honor. But if you're on like a state park, you're good. Too bad you can't just drive through the lake like you were riding on a horse. Yeah, no kidding. Or like hover. If we had flying, we're supposed to have flying cars by now. I'm just saying. Then split it up and flood the poor community, then arrest and charge you. It's the biggest setup. Yeah. Yeah, I got out of the mud, Finch. What up? We free. We're free, except we can't leave because it's a lake all the way to the road. Right now, like where my land sits, it's a little higher up. Like you have to drive up a little bit of a hill, which is not much of one, but all the water flows down it. And where my truck was is like the bottom of, it's like the low part of the hill, which is probably why I got stuck. Yeah, Royal Land. But they are basically British. Canada?
Crown Land.
Crown, yeah, that's why I call it Royal Land. I was wrong. But they're basically British. Same with Australia. Like, Australia straight up got its independence. The head of their state is not the Queen.
Yeah.
But they still got the Queen on their dollar. Y'all are British. I live in Smiths Falls. We have Tweed Weed Factory. I buy ours from BC and our neighbor grows it. Yeah, there's a lot of local growers around here. New Mexico has up to 6 plants legalized. So there's some growers around. I wouldn't mind growing my own. To get a clone, it's like $40, and then I need, you know, like, I guess there'd be a little bit more of an investment too, unless it's outdoor, but, no, sorry, Adele. you got the Queen on your money. Yeah, Canada Mom, you're absolutely right. Like, the Queen really is the head of state in Canada, even though you do, like, she doesn't ever invoke her powers or whatever. I've been debating extremely hard on coming out and checking out the slabs and setting up for the winter. A lot of people do it. It's a lot of people do it. You can just go find an empty spot, introduce yourself to the neighbors, and like find out if that's a good spot to camp, or if these are neighbors that you want to camp next to. Until you find a decent spot, and then you're good to go. Ned Kelly nearly made a republic. Is it safe? Is it safe in slabs? I don't know how, I don't really, this is hard for me because I don't think that anywhere is really all that safe. Like some places have I guess, more of an illusion of safety than others. Is Slab safe? That kind of depends on who you surround yourself with. Who you surround yourself with in a place like that is very, very important, because it'll make or break your experience there. If you surround yourself with shitty people that you can see aren't great, you're probably not going to have a good experience. But if you surround yourself with good people, there are a few camps there I would recommend, then you're going to have a better experience. Is it safe in Slab City? I heard there's a lot of crime. You know, like, I wonder if some of that's blown up because of YouTube and it gets more clicks. Like, if you've ever watched my channel, you'll know that I show Slabs in a little bit of a softer light because everyone else shows a rough light. And I show a little bit of a softer light. And so between the two, there is some truth in there. But nowhere's really safe. Nowhere's really safe. But I've never seen anyone in Slabs get fucked with without, like, some sort of provocation happening. Like, they were provoked somehow. If you keep to yourself, people are just trying to keep to themselves too. There's normal people living there every single day in and day out, not having any issues, you know, not having any problems. There might be a couple of moments where some weirdo wanders into your camp or something, but you just handle that. And unless you join one of the camps that's established, there's camps that are there that are established, like Mojo's camp, that the Oasis, that you could probably like set up there and be safe too, because you have a tribe, you have a community. I saw that. There was a lightning strike out there. Nomadic Fanatic goes on how it's not safe. Yeah, but Nomadic Fanatic hasn't spent any time there in over 5 years. Like, how would he know what it's like there? Every year in Slabs is different. So a lot of people do this on YouTube. They'll go to Slabs for 10 minutes, film a video about how they spent a weekend there, or in Nomadic Fanatic's case, I think he spent a season there, like one, judged the whole place for the rest of his life, and then shares that with you guys. Like, you gotta take your sources with a grain of salt. Everyone's gonna have their own experience there. And if he had a bad one, like I said earlier, maybe he should have surrounded himself with better people.
Yeah.
Like, he probably would have had a better experience. So, if you surround yourself with decent people, you'll have videos like mine. If you don't, then you'll have, like, Nomadic Fanatic showed up in that last video that he did about Slabs, walked around like the trashiest part of town, talked shit about us, and then left. Like, fuck you, bro. Like, and he's got quite the following. I don't know, that kind of bugged me. But yeah, he goes on about how it's not safe, even though he had spent 0 time there in like half a decade. If you're scared of going to the Slabs alone, just bring Rottweiler, air rifle, and stay to yourself. You get the feel from there, and you'll know who to gravitate towards. Yeah, like, go to the community meets, go to the community spaces, find out who's doing food feeds, or don't, just stay to yourself. We have like some fucking lightning and thunder coming in too, so I might head home so my truck doesn't get stuck again. Yeah, you get set up on the outside of Slabs. There's a few towns nearby that you could set up at. Bombay Beach is nearby. You could camp at. A lot of places won't be free to post up, but there are options outside of Slabs. Then you go visit Slabs. Check out the range on Saturday night. Show up at the range. Watch the music play. That's a good way to meet people. They have sodas and they have burgers that they flip for people there while they're at the range and watching the music. If you want to see what Slab City is like, just watch the range live stream every Saturday. Like, and you'll see that there's no fights. It's just people playing music and having a good time.
Yeah.
Like, people say it's not safe, but like, you got to make your own safety in life. No one's doing that for you. That's not anyone else's job. You got to create a safe world for yourself. And maybe that looks different to other people. I travel with a firearm, with a couple of firearms, because I want to make myself safe. Some people want to do it just by locking the doors and getting a dog or a mace. But however that looks for you, make yourself safe, because the world's not. I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but Bombay Beach would be a pretty dope spot to set up. There's also Quartzsite in like January during the winter times. You could set up in Quartzsite. Slabs is a 2-hour drive away. you could stay for a night and then drive back to Quartzsite. Like, take a small dose if you want. You don't have to get immersed into the culture or the community. That's not a requirement to stop by and say hi and meet people. Like, people like telling their stories there. They like showing you that they're not just evil.
Yeah.
Can I get your water? Like, check out the public camps. There's a few of them there. And see what you think. Obviously, the art stuff. East Jesus, Salvation Mountain. But the library is a space that you can go to. And the internet cafe. And Brawley has a pretty sweet campground if it's not that expensive and far from the slabs. Yeah, Brawley's the closest Walmart. And if you go to Walmart, you'll see all the slabbers, like, shopping there. You know, and quite honestly, maybe slabs won't be for you. If you're going to go there with an open mind. Because when my first time there, I was like, wow, this place looks like a tent city, you know, that you would see in Portland or Seattle. But once you dive a little deeper into it, it's really just, it's like any third world place where they're just trying to survive in a hostile environment with the materials that they have. So you can camp in the Walmart parking lot for a bit. They're pretty okay with that in that area. If it starts raining, we're gonna have to like go home and end the live stream because I don't want to get stuck here. I'd rather get stuck the 200 meters backwards. Here, I'll show you the storm. Look at that. Just a wall of water coming down. So if that comes for us, we're going to have to go home. And I don't have very good signal there. Hey, fuck you, buddy.
Hey, fuck you, bud.
Hey, fuck you, bud. You get what you give. Yeah, that's kind of how it is there. You know, like there are definitely basically the only thing that no one really cares about there is victimless crimes, right? Like if it's a victimless crime, nobody gives a shit. Yeah. If like somebody's doing drugs and just being weird, we don't call the cops on them or anything because if they're not hurting anybody, like there's no sense in getting the police involved. But you know, like we also don't call the police when there's like someone breaks into your house there because the cops there are useless. They're fucking useless, and they're not gonna find it. They're not gonna do an investigation. They're gonna take a report and go home. So like they don't. The only time we call the police there is when there's somebody seriously injured. Maybe if there's a pedophile, yeah, we'll fucking either call the police or hurt them. But other than that, if it doesn't need an officer to protect us, like we don't, that's not a thing. Hi, Zig Caveman, 12 beautiful plants here up UP. Hey, what's up, Jamaica? Be alone as long as you stay away from those other hard drunks that will bring the heat on you. Yeah, I don't really drink very much either. Been in slabs on and off for 5 years total, never had a problem. Live and let live is the best train of thought. Yeah, and like there's literally community feeds like a few days out of the week. There's music being played, like some of the best music I've ever heard in my life. There's okay, so like I explain it like this. I was just saying this the other day. The worst parts of humanity I've ever seen, I've seen inside of slabs and outside of slabs. The best parts of humanity, I've seen them so much more often in slabs. Like just the people who look out for each other and have a community built and give a shit. So, but I've seen the worst in people too in slabs. And I've seen the worst in people in San Diego. And I've seen the worst in people in Portland and in the Middle East and out here on the Mesa. But I have seen a lot more of the best in people in Slab City. So Caveman, you gonna celebrate your birthday?
We'll see, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really grow up celebrating birthdays, so I don't usually celebrate my birthday.
Living free, Got an entire video out of a stolen flashlight. From Slabs, I assume. Yeah, like... I saw a video not too long ago that had, like, the thumbnail showed the hot springs, and it said bodies, question mark, and an arrow going to the hot springs. It's like, people just want to make that place out to be something it's not. But if you watch 90% of the videos about Slab City, the people that end up interacting with the town, you'll see that by the end of it, they're like, wow, these people are actually really chill. And they're like, yeah, they just seem to be playing music. Why isn't that your thumbnail? Why isn't that your intro? Hang on one second, let me fix this camera. Better. Your intro should be that these people, like, the law of the city is peaceful. Especially if nothing fucking happened. You lost a flashlight. Dude, why'd you leave it out? Would you leave your flashlight out at Walmart when you went to bed? Or at a campground? Like, sorry, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ponderosa is a pretty sweet camp. The people at Ponderosa are my family. Shannon and Casey, Timothy, like they're some of the best people I've ever known. What are you gonna do for your birthday? You want to get drunk?
Sure. I haven't gotten drunk in months.
All right, but I'm not doing it with you.
Well, fuck.
You get to drink alone like an alcoholic.
Yeah, woo. Make a fool of myself in front of a bunch of sober people.
Yeah, he's really annoying when he drinks.
Oh, yeah. You ever seen me drink?
Yes.
Yeah.
Last time I saw you drink, you fell out backwards out of your chair at the Ponderosa.
Oh, yeah.
Laughing. Ha 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 ha, bam! Fucking ass over tea kettle.
That's funny. I remember that.
I remember. You remember falling, right? You don't remember falling out of the chair?
I don't know.
You don't
I
remember
might
that
have
it
remembered it
happened?
at the time, and then I forgot since, because it's been a while.
Yeah, it has been like, that was like 6 months ago.
I'm stoned, so I smoked a lot today.
I smoked weed once. It was alright.
I'm kind of fucking tired because 3 days of
3
trying to
days of
push your
digging the
fucking
truck out.
Yeah.
I drank for the first time in a while a few days ago, and it reminded me of why I don't drink anymore. I don't mind catching a little bit of a buzz, but I can't drink, like,
Yeah,
I
I'm not
can't
gonna
get drunk.
Probably.
It just, I feel like crap the next day. Like absolute hammered shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
A few beers on my birthday might be cool though.
Who farted? Who the F farted? I love that. There was somebody that followed me for a while. What was his name? Oh shit, I'm gonna remember it, but it was pretty funny. Now I forgot. I can't drink alcohol. It triggers my PTSD and get uncontrollably angry and depressed. I haven't drank 15 years, but those can enjoy. Be safe. Yeah,
I'm a
I
really
mean,
happy drunk.
I'm a pretty
just
happy
goofy
drunk
bastard.
too. Nadine, where are we at? We are right down the road from Nomad's Nest, my property in New Mexico. I was stuck in the mud for the last 3 days, and I just got my truck out. We're out here in the middle of nowhere, really. It's like an hour drive to the closest town. Been nomadic all my life. If you're weak and vulnerable, you're a target anywhere. If you go on strong, I mean, I will say Slabs is actually like, I would say 80% of the community is like alpha mindsets, right? Like they're not betas, they're alphas. They have that alpha male or alpha female mentality where they know how to carry themselves. And then there's the other 20% that's more, you know, I guess, leeches. Yeah, like we need someone to take care of us because we don't know how to take care of ourselves. If you show up to Slabs self-sufficient, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
You won't need to rely on anyone. With your own house, with your own water, with your own way to cook and feed yourself. You don't need. It's the people that show up with their pockets turned out that expect to be taken care of that have the biggest issues there, honestly. But each camp has its own like culture. right?
Yeah.
Like each spot, each area. It's not like Slab City has its one culture that we all share. No, it's not
And
like
if you
that
don't
whatsoever.
like any of them, you can make your own.
Yeah, you can make your own camp, or you can explore the cultures in the other camps and see if you like those. But each camp has its own like type of personalities mixed into it, and where you start in Slabs is not going to be where you finish. Each camp is going to be very, very different, and they're going to communicate differently, and they're going to solve problems differently and build differently. So there's just different personalities.
If you were just gonna show up there to like build a life in a camp, I would spend at least a week driving around and checking it out, getting to know the place first, get to know the neighbors you were thinking of.
Yeah, definitely get to know the neighbors.
Yeah,
because those are going to be your neighbors. And you know, there is something about safety in numbers. When you're going into town, your neighbors can watch your camp, and vice versa.
yeah.
But if you're, I saw that. If you're off in the boonies and you're going into town, no one's watching your camp. So you do need to think of security if you're going to be doing that and staying full time.
Yeah.
Next time I'm in Slabs, I'm going to drive around and throw bags of ganja packets of hamburger meat at people and keep driving like nothing happened.
Bags of ganja and packets of
Like,
hamburger meat.
here's okay. Beef and weed just hits me in the face. Like, what the fuck?
Everyone would be cooking that together, probably.
I actually did a video. Where I was handing out. Whoa! You got the light, the thunder's coming.
Yep.
It's getting closer. I don't like that. I did a video about the when I was handing out free joints in the Slabs, and I had so much fun doing that. I wish I had more joints that I could have handed out. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I would like to do more stuff like that. And it doesn't even have to be in Slabs. I could do that anywhere that cannabis is legal. Like some homeless dudes out there flying a sign, "Here, dude, I don't have $1, but I got a joint." Yeah, you saw that vid. Yeah, that was fun. I wish I could do more stuff like that. But I'm poor. Like, I can't. I'm fucking poor. I can't afford that all the time. I'm not Mr. Beast. That dude hands out hundreds of thousands of dollars and houses and cars and shit. But that was pretty fun to do, and it got, you know, to see some of the community, how they interacted with me. And then if you guys ever watch these videos that I do, you'll see the side of Slabs that I see and that I like to show. And no, it's not all sunshine and rainbows there. It's not like that at all. There is drama, there is some fights, and there is bullshit that happens, and it's a lot of times really fucking silly and immature. And I just don't want to feature that on my channel. If you want to see that, there's dozens of channels out there for it. I'm just not interested in showing it. I smoke too much to give away. Yeah, I smoke a lot too, but that was still a lot of fun to do. That's why I like sharing it. Like, the only times I've ever really asked for donations have been for other people. For David, for Caveman, for the handout joints to the community. So that's what I like to do. I would like to do some more of that kind of stuff with my channel, for sure. Yeah, one day you get enough water and you grow your own. Yeah, water is basically the thing I'm lacking the most. During monsoon season, you're good, I think, but you'd also have to have a greenhouse to do light depth stuff, and you better have $1 if you run to the bottle kids. Yeah, they're trying to save up their money so they can buy Slab City. That's their goal. They want to buy Slabs and kick all the adults out. Bottle Kids was hilarious, straight out of Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, it was my homage. I tipped my hat to the Trailer Park Boys. Dude, they were like such a subtle characters in the Trailer Park Boys, but they were the biggest badasses.
Yeah.
And just like, oh shit, Bottle Kids, and like getting bottles thrown at you, and then they're gone. Like, that's their whole fucking, that's their job in that episode. It's a noble goal for the Bottle Kids. Yeah, that's right. And they're probably all gonna be adults before they get enough money, but those kids have straight up spanged me my whole life. Like, every time I've gone to the range, every time I've been in Slabs, those kids are always like, "Can I have $1?" Because they want a soda, they want to go get a burger. Like, they're kids, so they're spanging people all the time, and they usually get it. So we incorporated that with one of them screwing up and throwing bottles at people, and ta-da, you have the Bottle Kids. Probably have to work on the soil a bit too. Yeah, it would definitely need to work on the soil. Or just buy soil, but it would be cool to like start a garden out here that the soil would, it would turn from clay to rich nitrated soil. Dude, that was right there. We're about to hear a thunderclap. How is that not loud? Dude, that was like right there. There was a lightning strike that had just happened, and there was no thunder.
Just further than you think it is, because there's no horizon to see.
Yeah, this storm's getting gnarly. They're $1. It's $1. They're worth more, but to be so humble and not ask for much is the sweetest thing. That's because most things in slabs don't cost very much. They try to keep the prices down for people, because we're all poor. Look at that. That's just like, that sucks. That's coming right for me. Can I shoot it if it's coming right for me? Is that how it works? That's what South Park taught me. Speaking of the bottle kids, there's one right there.
What up, Kevin?
What up, Kevin? I almost headed that way until I saw the kids don't want to get stuck out there. Until you saw the bottle kids? What are you talking about? Oh, sorry, I'm trying to fix this. This is a mess. So you guys remember the names of the bottle kids? There was Hillbilly, there was Kevin, there was Beetlejuice, and Little Cheese. That's Kevin right there that just said something. Looks like a wide tornado. Yeah, but it's actually just a wall of rain.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping it just skirts right past me, because it looks pretty devilish. And I don't know if it's coming this way or if it's just not moving very much. Like, whatever is right over there has been getting fucked up for the last hour. Just right there. Whoever's house that is, they pissed somebody off. Some leprechaun. But behind me is gorgeous. I can see the mountains. There's beautiful cloud cover over top. Time to make like a baby and head out.
That mother.
Head out, that motherfucker. So take care, dude. Dark cloud hovering above. Yeah, they're very depressed. They're depressed today.
Yep.
I bet they're stuck in the mud now. I shouldn't talk shit. Then I'll get the karma and it'll just come back and hit me.
Yeah.
The next dry day is supposed to be Tuesday. That's what the weather has said all week. Since Wednesday.
What is today?
Sunday? Is today Sunday? Is this the Sabbath? We shouldn't have worked today. We're going to hell.
That's why I'm so tired.
I think it is Sunday, isn't it? Does anybody know what the day is? Alright, so the rest of the day, I'm chilling. I'm gonna make me some food because I'm hungry. And hopefully don't get fucking rained on.
Good luck at the surgeon.
Hey, take care, man. Yeah, good luck. You're getting stitches and staples removed. That won't be that bad. The Lord is pissed right now. Yeah, pissed at someone over there.
It's Sunday.
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
Well,
does that mean we have to bleed? Do you have to bleed?
I'm always bleeding.
I got you, bro. And now I can't monetize this video. And they reported me.
That was to pull out a splinter I had.
I
But
do
I'm
have
just gonna
splinters.
wait. YouTube.
I do have splinters. Because we framed a new shade water structure that I'm building, and then it just started pouring every single day, and that's the way it goes out here.
Did not get the roof on yet.
Don't have the roof on yet. Don't even have some of the walls on yet.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if I've got enough tin to do the roof. But now I gotta wait for it to dry. The next dry day is supposed to be Tuesday, and then guess what? A week of rain after that is what the weather says right now. But the weather out here has been so unreliable.
Well, fuck.
It's monsoon season. Hopefully it ends soon. I would like to see a dry August.
Yeah.
U2 song. Okay. From the 80s. I was born in the 80s. Set a donation goal for beefy tears.
Tires.
Beefy tires. So I actually do have beefy tires. I just have 2-wheel drive.
And the Adobe mud just gets like stuck
Yeah.
in the tire, and then it's just round.
Yeah, once the Adobe's in there, it's round. I gotta drive on pavement to get it out. And I even saw 4-wheel drive vehicles out here getting stuck too. Do you catch rainwater and use it? Caveman does. And like I said, I'm in the middle of building a structure to do exactly that. Yeah, water catchment is vital out here. And right now, in the meantime, I'm driving into town to get my water because there's a free water fill-up station in town. But yeah, I'm gonna be catching water here pretty soon. In fact, his tub just started. Your tote just started filling up.
Yeah.
And
You got like 160 gallons.
yeah,
now.
within like a week.
Yeah.
160 gallons. So it's a 275 gallon tote. I'm like $40 shy of getting both pieces that I need for the tote, but I'm gonna be building the roof and hopefully figuring out a gutter system to flow that rainwater into my IBC tote.
Strong ones. Yep.
Yeah, but I would love to get some straw too because I wouldn't mind adobeing the walls that we were building.
Yeah, that'd be dope. The pallet side, at least.
Yeah, the pallet wall. I have a pallet wall on this structure I built, and I'm gonna just get some straw and adobe it in, and I think that would help with like sun in the morning because it's kind of blistering hot sometimes, and then having a rain block so it's a spot that I can hang out. Then I want to screen in the thing because there's bugs. I think that's coming for us. I think I'm gonna have to let you guys go here in the next 15 minutes or so, because this rain cloud is coming closer, but very, very slowly. I think, is it? Dude, it's hard to tell out here. The horizon's so far away, it's hard to tell like direction of slow moving clouds.
Yeah.
In Oregon, we use snow chains in the mud, and they have to be the chains, not cables. Yeah, I'm from Bend, actually, and that would work in the Oregon dirt and the Oregon mud. But this is clay. This is like adobe clay that we're driving through. It's just pure adobe, and it, like the chains, I think they might help a little bit, but not a whole lot. You would probably just dig yourself a deeper hole. It's like quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you go. This dab's for you. Hey, thanks.
Cheers.
Could you make an adobe water tank and line it? Yeah, you could.
Would probably leak slowly.
I could make a rocket stove, which I wouldn't mind doing if I had some straw. But straw's not very expensive in that lumber place we went to. We went to a lumber place not long ago, and they had straw there. So, you can also get free mulch from the dump here. So I could just get some, shovels and just shovel in a bunch of mulch into the back of my truck. And I would like to mulch a few spots on my property, like my driveway, and which it actually stays pretty dry. My driveway ain't that bad, but there's some rivers that developed. And then I wouldn't mind getting some sandbags because I could fill the sandbags with adobe and straw. And then when it rains, it just does its own thing, like without a whole lot of effort, without me having to dry out bricks for 24 hours and making new bricks. And
Yeah.
then,
Even dry bricks out here, fuck.
yeah, if you could dry bricks, it's
Gonna need
wet
fucking
every single day. You need a
tarp
kiln.
cover or
You need a
something,
kiln,
yeah.
or to keep it. Even I don't know if you would even be able to tarp it. The way the rain's sideways. It rains sideways out here, bro, like a hurricane.
Yeah.
And then I get rivers developing on my property. Like I had a couple of washes flowing right through my land yesterday after the rain had stopped. It flowed for a while. I figured they'd be there when I woke up, but they weren't. Y'all hear that? You hear the thunder?
Yeah, it's definitely getting closer.
That sucks. That sucks. Well, I appreciate y'all's time. Mulch would help, but like Caveman said, it absorbs holds water, but better than nothing. Yeah. And it's free. It's the right price.
If we put it on there thick enough.
Yeah, if you put enough layers. Plus, you could do that on a garden, and start throwing seeds out there and just have a chaos garden where the rivers flow and just see what happens with mulch over top of it. And that would, if I started doing that, that would help the soil over time. Like eventually I'd have really good soil underneath all that mulch. So, unless it got washed away. They have long continuous red bags you fill with Adobe. A guy on YouTube makes a whole house. Oh yeah, I've seen those. They're like the...
Just continuous sandbags.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, that would work. I've been wanting to do sandbags. That might be a next year thing because I'm gonna have a lot more time next year.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be leaving for the winter. I'm not gonna be staying here in the winter. So, in the next, like in about 2 weeks, I'm gonna have to start preparing to leave. You know, and like going through my stuff and making sure everything's packed up and strapped down, and I have everything I need for the road, and everything here that I'm leaving behind is gonna be safe because I'm not leaving like I did last time. I'm gonna have my generator with me and everything of value. No, dude, hope you guys make it back to the crib with no issues. Yeah, we did. Y'all are amazing and a solid homie duo. Keep up the vids and hope to see you one day and chill and smoke. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh,
yeah, I got out of the mud.
you.
I got out of the mud earlier today. Like I hit live stream as soon as I got home. So I'm actually right up the road from my house. And there is some rain coming, so I don't want to get stuck in the mud again, like 200 feet from my house. I want to go home. So I'm going to see y'all later. I appreciate your time and you guys being here. Like we were talking about, if anyone wants to throw some cash towards Caveman's camera fund, you can send it to me, earmark it for Caveman. I'll make sure we get him a camera because he would like to do his own YouTube channel. So thanks for being here.
Yep.
See
Thank
y'all
you.
next time.